Hello, it's 9 p.m. in RTD. It's time to English New Edition for tonight headlines. We have the new Minister of Budget meets with the authorized accounting agents. Wanted notice to find the author of an act of murder. For the international scene, in Nigeria, fire ravages a market in Lagos. Welcome to our newsroom. This morning at the People's Palace, the Minister of Budget, Ismail Ibrahim Roble, had a working meeting with the chartered accountants, a meeting attended by the President of the Chamber of Commerce of Djibouti, Yusuf Musa Dawale, the Secretary General, Simon Mebratu, the Chief of Staff, Abdul Fattah Musa Arre, the General Directors of Taxes, Said Gele, the Director of Treasury, the General Directors of Customs and Technical Advisors, a member of the Cabinet of the Minister. The objective of this meeting was to support the emergence of this new profession of chartered accountant and to engage them in the implementation of the new tax measures introduced by the LFE 22. The first intervention was made by the president of the Association of Chartered Accountants, Mr. Abdullahi Ainan, who highlighted the difficulties that prevent their associations to play their role fully and flourish in their activities. Then the Secretary General of the Ministry, by a brief intervention, is reminded the chartered accountants their essential role in the popularization of accounting among small medium enterprises. Finally, rich and fruitful exchanges took place between the chartered accountants and the officials. The president of the Djibouti Chamber of Commerce, Yusuf Musa Dawale, made an intervention in which he recalled the availability of the Chamber of Commerce to assist small medium enterprises and the enterprises, especially in the management assistance and the development of accounting in the Republic of Djibouti. The Minister of Budget, Ismail Ibrahim Roble, to make an intervention through which he recalled that the chartered accountants of the country will now be at the forefront of in the fight against the informal and must already work alongside us in the popularization of accounting and tax principles of the country. The Minister of Higher Education and Research, Dr. Nabil Mohammed Ahmed, received this morning in his office the Mayor of Hargeisa City, Mr. Abdul Karim Ahmed Moge, and the delegation accompanying him, introduced by the Mayor of the city of Djibouti, Fatma Awale, as part of a working visit. The new Mayor of Somaliland, Hargeisa capital, thanked the Minister of Higher Education and Research for the warm welcome he received and that he particularly appreciated. For her part, the Mayor of Djibouti, Fatma Awal Osman, thanked the Minister of Higher Education and Research for his availability. The minister has, in his side, congratulated the new mayor for his selection as head of the capital Somaliland, Hargeisa, and welcomed him in the Djibouti. In discussion were imported on the cooperation between the Republic of Djibouti and Somaliland, especially in the field of higher education and research. Under the patronage of the Minister of Muslim Affairs and Waqf Mumin Hassan Barre, the Diwan al-Zakat proceeded yesterday to the distributions of the second installment of the sponsorship of orphan of Kafala of the year 2021-2022 at the level of the city of Djibouti and the suburb of Balbala. This event was attended by the Minister of Trade, Tourism, Mohamed Warsama Diriye, the Vice President of the Board of Director of Diwan al-Zakat, Sheikh Ahmed Ali Jumale, the Director General of Diwan al-Zakat, Suleiman Hussein Musa, as well as executives of the Ministry of Muslim Affairs and Waqfa, representative of the main sponsors. This sponsorship day, which took place at the People's Palace enabled 1,116 orphans registered on the beneficiaries lists to receive the sum of 50,000 per individuals. The total amount that was distributed to them was about 17,400,000 Djibouti franc. It should be noted that the President of the Republic, Ismail Omar Guelleh, initiated in 2007 the sponsorship programs for orphans implemented by the Diwan Zakat Foundation with the main of improving the living conditions of this segment, considered as one of the weakest segments of the society. For his part, the Director General of the Diwan Zakat expressed his thanks and gratitude to the President of the Republic, Ismail Omar Guelleh, founder of this social charity project, which provides the necessary support to this segment of society, and also as one of the greatest sponsors, Mr. Suleiman Hussein Musa also praised the tireless support that the Diwan always received from the Minister of Islamic Affairs and Waqf, Mumin Hassan Barre, as well as from the sponsors who contributed to the orphans sponsorship project. For his part, the Minister of Muslim Affairs and Waqf, Mumin Hassan Barre, delivered a speech in which he affirmed the tangible importance of this social program, namely the orphans sponsorship program, which the Zakat Diwan periodically carries out to help orphaned children and their families. This charitable work is closely related to our religious values and social traditions of solidarity, and that Djiboutian society is known for these values and virtues that are rooted in its moral and social structures. Thanks to your support, individuals and institutions, this program has been able to continue, and its fruit continues as the number of sponsors and donors increases every year to bring joy and pleasure in the heart of orphans and make them smile, said the minister. A call for witnesses to find the perpetrators of an act of murder identified as a Somali national named Muhammad Abdullahi Abu Har, known as Muhammad Nuh Awesa, whose photo you can see below. The national police is appealing to the public for information about a murder that took place in Djibouti on January 3, 2022. The victim was seriously injured by a knife and died on the spot shortly after the incident. The perpetrator fled after committing this act of murder. He was identified as a Somali national named Muhammad Abdullahi Abokar, known as Muhammad Nuh Awesa Hamrawi Bunwene. He is originally from the locality of Afgoye, located in the southern Somalia. Anyone who can provide information about the fugitive should contact the National Police Communication Center and the Central Police Station, the Criminal Brigade, or the nearest police department. The phone numbers 21 35 11 71, 21 35 27 61, and or 21 35 57 04. The Minister of Health has just received a delivery of a large batch of new vaccines, Sputnik Light, 100,000 doses courtesy of the Russian Federation. The reception took place on the tarmac in the presence of the Secretary General of the Health Department, Dr. Saleh Banoita Turab, and the Russian ambassador to Djibouti, Mikhail Golovanov. The Russian ambassador recalled that his country, Russia, always remains a reliable and effective partner of Djibouti. Before concluding, we are determined to continue and intensify our ties and our bilateral cooperation in several areas. For his part, the Secretary General of the Health Department, Dr. Saleh Banoita Turab, thanked the Russian government for these important donations of vaccines that will strengthen our national immunization campaign against COVID-19 currently underway in the Republic of Djibouti. Action is to be taken in the face of advancing COVID-19 pandemic and its variant for effective protections against the COVID-19 pandemic and the threat of the Omicron variant. Vaccination remains an absolute necessity, and it is the best free preventive measure. In cases of suspicions of symptoms, everyone just must be tested free of charges in the places on site of screening. All polyclinics, ENSPD, and King Fahad wearing masks in mandatory in all public places. Measures must be respected at all times and in all places. Protect yourself and others. Following the promulgation of the presidential decree of the platforms and the decree of the rectification of the CINI, the Ministry of Women and Family, through the direction of family, continues its awareness session on the nature and usefulness of the platform and the decrease of the rectification of the CINI at the level of the CDC at the Popular District. This awareness session in favor of the population of the district will be held from 4 to 19 January 2022. This awareness session will take place in the Community Development Center, CDC of PICA 12. During this session, the opening of this workshop will be done by the Director of Childhood, Ms. Fozia Ali, and two presentations will be made by the legal advisors of the Ministry of Women and Family, Ms. Osman Jama. The first presentation was about the creation of and organization of the National Platform of Child Protection in the Republic of Djibouti, and the second about the National Councils of Children's Rights in the Republic of Djibouti. And we have the wanted notice about Djibouti's consulate in Diradawa launches a search notice to the Consulate General of Djibouti in Diradawa, informs that a young boy named Samir Mohamed Noor, 30 years old, was found this afternoon in Chinile, Ethiopia. According to the young boy, his mother's name is Hamda Ismail Mohammed. His family lives in Humbuli near the Al-Rashid Mosque. If you have any information, please contact the Consulate General of Djibouti in Diradawa at the following number: 251 935 647 849 or 251 939 and 470 or 18 or 251, or contact Mr. Musa, who is in Djibouti in Riyadh City at the number 7721390. For the international scene, in Nigeria, fire ravages a market in Lagos. On these images, Ibute Meta, one of the largest sawmills of popularity of Lagos, the Nigerian capital, in the grip of flames. The fire, whose origin remains unknown, spread for more than an hour, raising several properties, including a church equipment used for the manufacture of board and nearby property and residences. The incidents caused a traffic jam around one of the capital main toll booths. While several hours after the fire started, no fire trucks have yet arrived on the scene. For the moment, no casualties have been reported. This is the first incident of this nature that the state has recorded in the new year. In March 2021, a fire had ravaged many slums in the regions. The fire started in one of them and spread to other areas. This is it for the news. Thanks for watching us. Have a good evening.